is obviously my preference and your preference, but just why don't they start questioning the Democrat Party for what they've done?
No, I don't know what it is. There's like a disconnect, and this is crazy because at first, when we were going into these neighborhoods in the very beginning of the campaign, people were blaming President Trump. And I'm like, I'm sorry, 17,000 vacant homes. These have been sitting like this for decades. Okay. President Trump just got here in 2016. Was your life bad before 2016? And then the wheels start turning and you can see them.
They don't think that way?
No. And then
How
they're
is that
just like,
possible?
well, yeah, because they just listen to the narrative, which is he's racist, the government's racist, there's this white guy keeping you down. And then I say, look at this. Okay, everyone in city council is a Democrat. Almost everyone is black. We have a black state's attorney, black prosecutors, black judges, a black mayor. Who is the white guy keeping you down? And that's what we have to talk to them. They have to really look at the entire picture. And so that's what we've been doing. We've been trying to inform people.
So, and you start to see that happening.
Yeah.
And what are some of the policies that you're pushing forward the most that are resonating in the black community?
So a big one is, and why I'm here in Arizona talking to the kids at ALA, is school choice. Charter schools, getting the vouchers. We have, out of 39 high schools in Baltimore City, 13 of them have students that graduate not proficient in math. It's like, what do you expect these kids to do but go on the streets and end up in that kind of lifestyle when you don't even educate them? In the state of Maryland, we have 35 failing schools. 23 of them are in low-income neighborhoods in Baltimore. There's a problem there. So school choice is a big one. Bringing career opportunities to the area. We talk about how manufacturing went overseas. As we saw during the lockdown, we had to rely on other countries for PPE. Why not bring that billion-dollar medical equipment industry back to the U.S.? We have the second largest port in the country in Baltimore, and we don't utilize it. So I want to get manufacturing back, do job and career training, put apprenticeship programs through the schools. Not everyone is going to go off to college. Some people want to go to work. And so I just want to be able to provide those options for people.
And so you look at that in the kind of the inner city, and you're seeing that resonating. Mm-hmm. What is your opponent been saying of any consequence whatsoever besides having a D in front of his name?
Nothing. So he even refused to debate me. So I was actually on a local channel just, 3 days ago, doing a candidate conversation because he declined 6 times to come and debate me. Everyone else is racist. If they go out there and they debate, the mayors were debating. But he says he's just not going to debate me. And I've noticed a lot of comments on the Facebook page under my candidate conversation that they had to change it to since there was no debate. People were saying, you know what, I'm not a huge fan of Kim Klacik. I don't want to vote for a Republican, but the fact that he didn't even show up and give us a debate, so that people can decide. A lot of people felt it was disrespectful.
And I would imagine so. The left does never wants to have a conversation. That is fundamental of it. So are you a lifelong Republican? What's been your journey to get to where you are today?
Yeah, no. So I didn't become a Republican until 2009.
Wow.
2008, I actually voted for President Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
I was very excited, like everyone else, first black president. I was like, finally, this is a great guy. By all appearances, right? By all appearances, he's a great dad. By all appearances, he's a great husband. And that's what we need most in the black community is family structure. And I thought he was going to get in office and talk about how important that is to be involved in your children's education as he is. But he didn't. He got in the White House and started talking about how he was such a victim in America. I'm like, dude, you're the president. You won 2 terms. And to hear Michelle Obama now talking about the riots and the looting across the country as if it's nothing, as if it's mostly peaceful protesting, I think, sitting in your mansion in Martha's Vineyard, you can say stuff like that. But for us that are in the streets every day, I mean, it's just, they're so out of touch. So I turned to Republican Party in 2009. I joined the Baltimore County Republican Central Committee in 2018, started to learn more about campaigns and how to get involved. And then I threw my hat in the ring last November.